This
I think
conference will
the
now be recorded.
Transformation. Yeah,
transformer. How
transformation.
many of you
Yeah,
practiced?
yeah, I did.
I
So
did.
see that I'm giving a platform again. I'm giving a platform. Based on that, you need to explore and you need to write more data view expressions. As I discussed, you can take my another course, data view course as well, right? Yesterday, I think Ravi, you sent a message.
Yeah.
I given a response. I mean, with my number.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
I will. Yeah.
Right. So what and all you remember from the last session? Please let me know.
Transformers,
Yes.
simple view you told and complex view you explained in middle. Creating own variables. You stopped it. Sorry, creating own functions, anonymous functions and name functions. You need to explain. You have stopped there. That's it. Before
Let me
and
open the
all,
transformer. So
you told how
I will
to
get an
create
idea here.
variables. You shown some examples.
So how to create a global variable by using a data view expression? Any idea? How to create a global variable by using a data view expression? Simple, very simple. What I asked is very simple. So did I show about the function? How to create a function?
No.
No, right? Okay. I thought of is it not saved? That's what I wondered. Okay. Now tell me the question. If anyone practiced, you shall tell this, right? So how to create any data view expression? Sorry, create a global variable by using a data view expression?
We can take output to variable using externalize.
You mean to say by clicking on this plus sign?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So what about others? Not practiced.
Yeah, if you create, sorry, I was speaking on mute.
Oh,
If you
okay,
create that before the three in the header area, then that's considered a global, right? And you can keep anything on that.
Header
That will be
area.
local, right?
That will be local. What I'm creating in the header is a local variable to the transformer. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That is a difference. There is a difference.
Right. Then you can click on that plus sign, the small plus after output payload, and you create from there.
Did I create any variable as of now? I think that is in some other project. I mean, a basic project. I have shown you that.
Yes, in the basic project.
And have you understood this one?
Yes.
Why I created that object 1 and object 2? If you recall something.
For our reference, you have created that object. If you call before down instead of my products.
No. My question is where I'm writing that. Not that is the question. My question is why we created that. What is the intention? Why I created that object 1 and object 2? What is the intention over there?
Array under array, there are.
Yes. Anyone? Yes. If I want to create an object by using an existing object or existing array, to explain that it is an array, it contains objects. My products is an array which contains what? If I simply write my products, you will be getting an array, right? Array of product details with this body. Yes or no? Right? So I want to create one object. How to create an object in data view? What is syntax? Yes. How to create an object in data view?
Curly braces.
Once you write a curly braces, that means it's a constructor of an object. Once you create an object and sorry, if you want to create an object by using an existing object array, you need to wrap that object into some
Evaluation
parenthesis.
parameters.
Evaluation parenthesis. Okay. Now,
Sorry,
on that day,
parameters.
I told you two types of functions. What are the two types of functions we have?
Named function and
Anonymous and
anonymous
named
function.
function.
Named function and anonymous function. So, what is an advantage of named function? Sorry, an anonymous function over a named function? On the day, I shown that example. What is the advantage? Can we pass named function as an argument to any function?
No.
Can we pass anonymous function as an argument to any function?
Yes.
Yes, right? If you see here a map, you control on the map, you can see, am I passing, that means predefined function, which contains anonymous function as an argument to the named function map? Yes? Yes, no? It is a function which is having some arguments and it is returning some value. Is it not a function? Okay,
Yes, it is.
let
It is
me
a
create
function.
let me create our function so that you can easily understand how to create your own function, customized function. So what is the keyword in order to create a function?
FUN.
FUN, CTION, function name.
No, FUN is to declare a function.
Okay, FUN, CTION is a
Previous 1.10 version data view.
I told it since I already, right?
Yes.
I don't remember that. Definitely I would have told that. Okay, FUN is a keyword to declare any function. So what is our idea? I want to get this offer price by calling the function. That means I want to get this offer price by calling the function. So how to create a function? I want to get an offer price. So can I give some meaningful name? Get what is the function I can use? Yeah, you tell me. What is the function I can use?
Offer. OFF.
Huh? OFF is a variable name I have given over there. Just
Get
tell
offer price.
any meaningful
offer
name.
price.
Just tell me. Or else get conversion price. Can I use the get conversion price, which is meaningful?
Yes.
Get conversion price. I am following some naming conventions if you observe. Right? Camel casing. In Java, if you understand about that, if you can understand about camel casing, what is the camel casing? What is the function? What is the naming convention to write any method? It's in a camel casing, lower camel case, right? So variables should be in a variables in a small letters, right? Class name should be in capital letters. So these are the some naming conventions are there in Java. If it's up to you, the good practice, the best practice is follow the some naming conventions. So it is not mandatory to give the naming conventions here. Okay, you can use any. Okay, so get conversion price, which is taking some input argument. So input argument means some variable name. I'm just giving my price as a variable name, and it should return what? Whatever I pass the value in a my price into conversion rate. Okay. Now I have created one function get conversion price, which is taking some value in that my price, right? And that value will be multiplied with a conversion rate. So this is what I'm expecting here. So how to call that function? Get control space. If you declare already, it will ask you, I mean, automatically it will pick up get conversion price. And what is the value? I need to pass
Offer
any logical
price.
brains. Any logical brains here? What is the value I need to pass in my price? Yes, yes. Dollar dot
$.op.
offer dot
Uh,
op. Op is the variable name which I'm taking into.
uh,
$offer price. For a change, let me do it for 60. Is it changing to 60,000 here? Right?
Yes.
So I'm able to successfully use that function. Yes. So is it a named function or anonymous function?
This named function.
It is a named function.
Right. So I want to create an anonymous function. Anonymous function means what? A function without any name, right? If I have name, by using name, I can call that function, right? But if there is no name, how to use that function or how to call that function? First, let me declare the function. So I'm just taking the same function here, right? Which is not having any name. Whenever you are using anonymous function, you need to use the syntax. What is the syntax called? What is the arrow mark?
Lambda.
What is that? Yeah. What is that? Yeah, someone told just now. It's a lambda
Lambda.
expression. Yes. So if I want to use this function, how to use that? We need to take that into some variable. I'm just using a word convert to take that function. So instead of get conversion price, I want to use the anonymous function. How to do that? Simply call variable name con control space. It will suggest you convert. We can see it's a variable, but it's a lambda expression. It is a anonymous function. So which contains an anonymous function which is taking what is the input argument? My price.
My price.
So what is the value I need to pass here? Yes, same again. Dollar dot offer price. Right? This is how you can create your named function or a anonymous functions. Okay. And I have shown you how to use the predefined functions as well. Right? On the left side, I have an array. Array contains an element of a product type. That means, object type, JSON object type. So each and every product is having some images. Agree? Let me get the images first. How to get images? imgs is the keyword. That is a variable. $dot images. This type of what? It's an array. It's an array. So here I am getting this syntax as an output. Let me take here and let me explain. Okay, not copied. Concentrate here. It is also a little bit tricky one. If you are from Java background, these are very easy. I know few people are from non-IT background as well. So this is the output I got when I get images right now. Right now the requirement is I want to change the format for this. Like first, I want to wrap up all these three tags. That means three line items in that array under a root tag called images. That is the first requirement. Starting tag and a ending tag. Now it is an array, right? While iterating over array, I want to wrap up each and every element in that array under img tag. Three images, three img tags, and image 1, image 2, image 3. So what is an idea to write this code? Yeah, what is an idea? Understood the requirement? This format to be converted into this format. What is the code I can write? This is giving $dot images is giving what? What type?
Array type.
Array. $dot images in a current element. Dot images means the value array, right? Okay. Now what is the first requirement?
Root tag.
root tag. So delete this and write a root tag.
Images, colon, curly braces.
Okay. Now, if you want to create, see, am I not creating an object here? Two curly braces. Yes.
Yes.
I want to create one object by using an existing array. So that array to be wrapped up into some parentheses to evaluate that. That means what? Dollar dot images. So dollar dot images will give what? Array. I wrapped up into some parentheses. So what is the next step? What is the next requirement? Yeah, I want to add img tag for each and every element. So dollar dot images will give array. Right? I want to add img tag for each and every element. So how to do that?
Dot img.
No, think about it. While iteration, I want to add an img tag on that array.
We need to add map.
Exactly. Map is a function which will see dollar dot images. Is it not an array? Of course, right? Map is a function which take the first argument as what? What type? Payload represents what here?
Array.
Is it not an array?
Array.
Map is a function which is taking the first argument as what? Dollar dot images represents what type?
Array.
Array type. Yes. So map is a function which will iterate over that array. While iteration, what I need to do? I need to add img tag for while iteration. Current element will be represented by
Dollar dot.
dollar only.
Okay.
Now I got the output on the right side. Same response. What I expected. Okay, tell me now, is it a complex? Is it a complex one or easy for you? Tell me. Guys, please respond. Is it a complex scenario or is it okay scenario? If you feel that as a complex, if not, I'm not getting a response, that means you are feeling it as a complex. Is it? No one is responding. What happened?
It's not complex when you understand.
When you understood. Yes. When you understood about the requirement, after telling the answer, you are feeling that it's not a complex once you understand. When I talk about requirement, is it? Okay. If you feel that syntax and everything what I've written, if it is a complex, why can't I create a function and why can't I call the function here? Yes or no? Let me create a function. I want to get the images, right? Which will take some input argument. I'm giving some variable name as images. What I need to return? I want to return this one. Paste here. Instead of $.images, it will replace any images. So what is the function I need to call? Get
images.
Images. What do you need to pass the value in that images? $.
Images.
One second, something is wrong. The syntax is very important. $. Images. My typing error is going for a toss. $. Images. So am I getting the same response without any error? If I'm calling that, what do you understand that? So where I'm passing this $.images value? Here. If I pass here, that means what? $.images will represent an array. On top of that array, I'm using a map function to iterate. While iteration, I want to add img tag for each and every element in that array. Clear? How many times you want? You can use that get images that many times instead of rewriting that expression, right? Now, I have a first product images. Assume I'm deleting the images for the first product. Yes. Are you once I delete that images for the first product, are you able to see? Are you able to see the images for the first product from the output side?
Yeah, it's a blank tag.
Are you able to see the images?
No.
No, but its tag is there.
Yeah, the tag is there. I don't want the tag also. If there are no images for a particular product, I don't want this images tag as well. What to do?
Then the conditional statement.
Very good. So I mean, how I'm getting this root tag by evaluating this expression? Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I want this expression to get executed only if my current element, if the images are exist. Understood? Now are you able to see the images on the right side? Image tag on the right side?
No.
No.
That means what?
Sujit, can you explain this statement again? Like how it work? Like if
Yes.
dollar image and then question mark.
Okay. I used one operator called question mark. Question mark represents in data view as an existence operator. Okay. So I want to evaluate. I wrapped up into parenthesis, evaluation parenthesis. That means what? I want to evaluate this expression only if while iteration, the map, while I'm iterating on the payload, if the current element contains what? Images. A question mark represents an existence. Contains in the sense existence. Understood? If the current element contains an images, that means are exist an images, then only evaluate this condition. That is a simple statement. If else condition.
Yeah.
Got it, Sridhar?
Got it. Yeah, got it. It's similar to the regular expression, the question mark, colon, like
You
anyway.
mean to regex expressions?
Yeah, what do you call that?
Regex expressions, you mean?
Yeah, regex. Yes.
Okay.
That-
Many people
that.
not aware of the regex expressions. Even me, I'm not aware much about that.
Yeah, it's a little bit look like that then.
Yes.
I have one general question. Like we are just writing these variables and the functions, and so is there anything, any pattern, any sequence? Because we are randomly, because for learning purpose, we are just randomly writing it wherever we're finding a space from top to bottom. But is there any standard approach we have to follow to write these?
No, according to the requirement, you need to write. For logical thinking or for writing any code, there will be no standard format, right? The format you mean to say in the order of execution?
Yeah, order of execution maybe matter, but not for the function, right? You can write them anywhere and then call it wherever you want.
But you can't write the function after where you are calling, right?
Yeah, obviously, because it's
Order of execution is very important even for variable or a function or anything, right? But there is no standard structure. Okay, first we need to write a variable. It's not like that. Before calling that, I want that to be initialized. I mean, by that time that should be initialized. That is the only point. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Sujit, one question. We are using variables, right? Again, why we need to use functions here?
Very good question. Are you able to execute any logic in a variable?
Logic means
Are you able to pass any input argument to the variable? Variable
no.
means some expression will be allocated to that. That is the expression you can use anywhere. Yes? Right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
function, based on the input, your logic will get executed. Very straightforward difference is there. Understood? Not understood. No.
It's
Okay. See, the conversion rate I'm giving 60, or else assume that I'm writing some expression in that. Only by using the conversion, I mean, I can use only the variable in the body, right? So
yes,
if I'm using any function, can I dynamically pass the value, whatever the value I require?
yeah, understood. Yes,
Accordingly, it will get executed. Yes.
yes,
In the
yes,
variable, can I do that? Whatever it is there, I need to use that. Yes, sir. The basic
yes,
difference.
No, actually, you used var convert function, right? This is variable only, right? But it's acting like function, right?
No, it is an anonymous function. There is a difference. Normal variable is different. Anonymous function is different. Anonymous function, to call that, we are using a variable. There is a difference. Understand that? Okay. That's what. See, if you are using a when I'm using a convert here, is it suggesting as a lambda expression or simply like a variable?
It's suggesting like a variable, lambda variable.
No, not a variable. It's a lambda expression, which is using a variable which contains some function.
okay.
Right?
Hmm.
Now we can see the difference between the first and second one.
Yes, yes.
First one is a variable, normal variable. Second one is a variable which contains some anonymous function, which is expecting some input argument. Okay.
Okay.
What is the function I can use? $.images. What is the, sorry, what I am doing? $. Offer dot
Offer price.
offer price. Sorry. So understood this clearly? Next. We have hard coded the value 60, right? Now my requirement is, let me open the postman. Say code can be written in multiple ways. Code can be written in multiple ways. If you are from object-oriented background, you need to understand, or you need to be habituate yourself for a functional programming, because data view is a functional programming language. So if you want to write much more complex scenarios, as I said, please take my another course. Okay, that will be helpful in order to understand in depth. Okay, now my requirement is so and so 8081 slash transform is the path, I guess. Is it? No one remembering. I thought someone will help me out. No one is. Yeah, transform. Okay, next. My client is passing some country name equal to US. In order to listen to that, I have a listener. Next, once the event is converted into transformer, I want to get that value to this conversion rate, US currency country value. Here you can see one more flow, get conversion rate flow. What I'm doing here, I am writing one processor called choice router. Choice router will work based on some condition. What happened? Please respond. No one is responding today. What happened? Should I stop? If you want for time for a practice, I will stop the session. We can meet on Monday. Should I? It's up to you. You're not able to concentrate.
That would be better.
Oh my God! I just kidding. You are asking for stop. Please respond. That is the intention, not to stop the session. Okay. At any cost, I need to complete the transformer today so that I can start exceptions on Monday. Okay. If I ask at the after 10 minutes also, you would have told let's stop the session, right? Yes. So choice router will work on some. Yes. What? On what?
Conditions.
Condition.
Conditions.
What is the
It has
condition written
statement.
here?
Payload.
The payload
Payload
equals to
equals
US.
US.
So in the event, if the payload is equal to so and so text, okay, I want that to route to so and so payload. That means this route could get executed. What is there in here written? What is the payload we are setting as in the event? Previously till now, in the payload, US is the value. If it is satisfies, we are going to override that with a 65 number.
65 number.
Right? And if it is UK, I'm just overriding with the 75. That means, of course, you need to write in euro and pounds. That's fine. I just want to make you to understand the concept. So 75. Apart from that, if client is passing any other country name, it should multiply by 1. So that value, I want to get it into the transformer, right? In this place at conversion rate place. So what I need to do? I need to invoke this get conversion rate flow to this conversion rate variable. How to do that? How to do that? Normally, if you want to invoke one flow to another flow, what you'll do?
Flow
By using
reference.
Flow reference.
By using a flow reference. But here, can I use a flow reference? Can I use a flow reference in order to invoke this conversion rate flow to the variable? What you are thinking about? See,
Yes, if you want, you can use the flow reference.
where I need to use?
The
main flow.
right here.
Here.
The main flow here. Yes.
How? I didn't get that point at all.
Before transform message.
Okay, if you use a flow reference, first it will get executed. Then that will be the payload. How that payload will become a value to this variable? Are you getting my point? Instead of this payload, whatever there in the left side for the transformer, whatever the value you are getting, 65 or 75 will be the payload for the transformer. What about these expressions and all?
Or maybe we can get the rate in
I don't want to waste
variable.
time on it. No, someone told we can use the flow reference before the transformer. You got the difference now. Why we should not use the flow reference here? Understood?
Yeah.
I think Srikanth got the point.
No, I did not understand that. Why we cannot use that?
See, very simple. If I use a flow reference here, it will invoke the get conversion rate flow. Yes.
Right.
If I give as an US as an input, which route will get executed? Assume the first one. That means output of this get conversion rate flow. What is the payload value?
Okay, that will return 65.
65. That will be given as an input to the transformer instead of this array of objects. Right? Then what about all these expressions what we have written based on the input? Got
Okay.
it?
So why we need to call that directly? Why we can call the main flow and then pass it to the subflow? I mean the private flow.
I didn't get you. Sorry.
If we can pass the the value in the URI and pass it to the main flow and then call the subflow, which is a private flow, and then pass it there, and then based on that it will return the 65, 75 or 1.
Okay. Okay, you mean to say directly instead of the directly give the 60 value only, no? Here only we can hardcode that value instead of that. So
No, but we don't want to hard code that, right?
So based on what you will get, if you pass the URI parameter and you are storing that in some variable, you mean to say you need to store that in a variable?
Yeah, we'll pass it to the subflow. We'll pass it to a subflow as a payload, and from the subflow, which is our private flow, right, which you can see on the screen.
Then
and
again the same point. Then again the same. There is only one event for a request. In that event, you are telling to set the payload as a 60 or 70, whatever the value you are coming from the URI.
Right.
Is it? Then what is the difference here if you use the flow reference or writing a URI? Both are same, no? For the transformer, it is giving the payload as a 65 or 70, whatever the value you are getting. but I want this structure, JSON structure, as an input to the transformer. Only one payload. Try to understand, there is only one payload. Whatever the latest payload, that is the final. It will override with the existing payload.
Or can we set it as a global element, I mean global variable, and call it in the transformer message?
You need to say where's dot by using a where's dot. Then you will pass that as a URI parameter or a query parameter. My requirement is what? My client is passing some country currency name. Accordingly, it should get executed. Okay, in order to avoid all these confusions, let me start. So the concept is how to invoke one flow to another flow. By using a flow reference, you are aware. But by using a data view expression, how can we invoke? That is the concept, right? So everyone worked on Excel sheets. Definitely you might have worked on Excel sheets, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. There is a column A and there is a column B. In column A, I have 10 names. In column B, also I have 10 names. I want to check the column name, column B names present in a column A or not. What to do? What is the logic we use?
Concatenation.
You are not adding. Please understand the question. We want to check whether column B names are present in column A or not.
If a
Compare.
statement.
Huh?
Yes, a lookup. Sorry.
We look up or look up. In data view also there is a function called lookup function which takes two arguments as an input. One is a string type, second is any type. So for this function, what is the first argument? Is a string. That means it will look up for the flow name. That means whatever the flow name you are giving, it will look up for that flow. Where? What is the scope of this function? Only look it in the same XML sheet, or else any other flow also in some other XML in the project level. The scope of this lookup function is a project.
Some other flow also in the project inside.
That is the reason we used to have the flow names as a unique. That is why your project, Unicorn Studio will also not allow names with the flow with the same names. Okay, so flow name should be unique. So by using this get conversion rate flow, it is going to invoke this flow, right? And what is the value I need to pass here? Whatever we are passing here in the second argument will be act as a payload to the payload in the event. So if I pass simply US, of course it is a value that is given as a payload to the get conversion rate flow. But I don't want to hardcode this value. What to do? I need to get it from the query parameter from the expression.
Attributes.
What is the expression I can write?
Attributes dot query params.
Guys, please respond.
Query params dot country name.
So will I get a preview?
No.
Why? Why I'm not getting a preview?
Don, we need to call that one.
Hmm?
We need to call that
Because
variable.
we have not set any default on that.
Once you deploy, then only your value will get that. For the first reason. Is there any other reason? If I in that case, if I hardcode the value as US, at least then I need to get a response. Yes. Why I am not getting that? Cannot show the preview script with lookup function call because it is, see, preview will be giving only if it's a part of your transformer. But get conversion rate flow, is it part of your transformer? It is in some external flow. Until unless you deploy the application, until unless you deploy this flow, it will not get executed. Right? Understood? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Right? That is why it is not able to show the preview. Can I deploy this application and see whether the response we are getting correct or not? Meanwhile, let me prepare the statement. What is the statement I need to give? I need to post the body. Raw body. What is it? Products.json. This is the structure it is expecting. So if it is US, it should multiply with which value?
65 or 60.
So in that case, the first product value should be multiplied with 65. Then it will become what? 65,000. If everything is correct, will it give as a 65,000 as the offer price value?
Yes.
Let's see. So why everyone is not able to understand the logic, or I didn't get the point? So what is wrong?
It's in text.
Yeah.
Am I getting the value offer price value of 65,000?
Yep.
Yes.
1,000. $75,000, right? So is this output structure coming directly from the payload, or else from where I'm getting this response?
From the transform message.
From the transformer, whatever the code I have written in the my products. That's what I call my products. That means this is the one. This is the expression it got evaluated, right? So what is there in that? I'm calling the convert, right? Convert is the $.offer price. Convert is a predefined, that means anonymous function which I called, right? In that anonymous function, again I use the conversion rate. So that conversion rate is a variable which is taking the value dynamically. So everything is listed here, linked here. So first conversion rate, which is that conversion rate which is used at a anonymous function. That convert is used in the offer price in a my products. That my products I'm calling in the body. Clear? What is the input data I have given till now? What is the input data I have
JSON.
given? What is the structure? JSON structure, right?
Yeah.
Is it an array? Is it an array?
It's an
Yes,
array of objects.
Of course, it is an array, right? It is clearly visible. It is an array, right? So I can use a map function only the first argument if the first argument type is an array,
Array.
right? Okay. Can I use the function filter only if the first argument type is array? Order by what is the first argument type is array, right?
Array.
Now let me give XML as an input to this transformer. XML. Let me create one more XML file. Or else here only I will use. I will use one more listener. Right? Let me use the same configuration, but this time transforming XML. Okay. Next, I will use a transform message. What is the input type I want to give right now?
XML.
Okay. Now on the resources side, under the SRC resources, I have given the XML. Okay. Just check with an XML. Products.xml. It's a XML. Can you please tell me this XML body belongs to what is the root tag?
Product.
Product or products?
Products.
Products is a root tag. And XML-NS, what do you mean by XML-NS? XML namespace. That means what this XML is, entire XML belongs to so and so domain. Okay, that is nothing but your namespace. And so products is a root tag, and entire thing is a value. Correct? In that value again, product is a root tag for each and every product. Right? Yes or no? Now let me give this as an input to the transformer. How to give the input? You know, define metadata, add
Product XML.
XML. I mean, you can give any name.
Example.
Type first. We need to select the type. What is the type? XML type. And I have an example. SRC main under the resources. XML type. Clearly listen here. This is the sample data which I have given. Okay. Now, if I write a payload, how many products you are able to see on the right side in the output?
Only one.
Which product?
Last one.
Product number 6. Let me convert to JSON so that you can easily understand. Right? Sorry, when I convert into Java only, not JSON. Sorry. Okay. In Java, there is a concept called map. Everyone aware of that? Map. What is the map concept? Which contains some
Key value.
Key and value. Right. In this case, whenever you are converting any XML to any Java object, it will be converted as a map. Right? Now, what is the root tag? Product is a root tag. Right? So, products is a key. An entire body is a value. So, entire body is a value. In that body again, every value, every product is having a root tag as, parent tag as product. So here our product is a root tag, right? But what is the value? Instead of getting the first product, why I'm getting the last product? Why? If from Java background, you might have told this. Products is the root tag. We have a value in that. In that value again, product is a root tag and value. Whatever the product ID 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One small thing, whenever you are converting an XML into any other object, it will be converted as a map. In a map, if the key is unique, the values will override. That is the reason which product you are getting at the end. If it is the product is the key which is unique for all the products, same. Yes,
it's the same.
The product is unique. That means the key is unique. The values will get override. That means
Override, and the last one will be in the response.
Last one will be the given as a response. But if you are converting from XML to any other format, and if you want to write a data view expression like a map, how you will write it? Map will take the first argument as an array. Is it an array right now? Payload, what you are getting, is it an array? This thing, is it an array or not?
No.
No,
It's
it's
It
not.
is not an array. We have only, first of all, what is the syntax to define an array? Square bracket. Are you able to
Square
see any
bracket.
square bracket here?
No.
Very simple. No, it is not an array. I have only one product, right? So I want to get all the products. How can I get all the products? In that payload.
Square bracket.
No. What is the square bracket? Payload dot. What is the tag for each and every? What is the root tag for all the products in the payload? If you want to get the value, I need to access the key. Products is a key. His namespace is nothing but a domain name. Okay, you can declare that in this way. NS is a namespace. It's a keyword to declare any namespace. Okay, this is the domain which is stored under this NS0 as a variable. That is what it is referencing here. Products is a root tag. Hash represents a reference. So products is a root tag belongs to so and so namespace. You can write in your own variable also. MyNS.
Sujit, it means that in the comment section, row number 3.
Pardon?
No, is that the comment session for understanding the code? Row number, record number 3.
This one.
Hmm.
That's what it's a namespace. This XML belongs to which domain? That's what we are defining here under a variable. Every time we cannot use this entire path, right? That's why we are taking into some namespace variable. That's what we are referring here. This products is belongs to so and so namespace. If you're confused, remove it. Not required. No issues. Not required to define. Right? Payload dot products is a root tag. In that products, product is a tag. So how many products I got on the right side? I'm extracting the value of only one product here, right? So if I want to get all the products, we need to use one multi-value selector. That is nothing but your star. Let me convert to JSON now. Are you able to see any array on the as a payload? Is
Yeah.
it an array now?
Yeah.
Which expression leads to that array? This is the expression. Can I take that expression into some variable? My products. So can I use that expression my products here? I mean variable my products.
Yes.
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 Now on top of this array, can I use a map function?
Yeah.
Is it iterating? Yes or no? So this is a small change you need to do when you are converting an XML to other format. So in that while converting XML, it will be converted as a map. So we need to use this small technique, right? And this map function, order by function, filter function, all these functions are taking the first argument as an array. That is the reason why we are need to convert that into array. Got it? So please practice. Okay. Please practice what these two documents, transformers and transformer complex. Okay. I mean, I think I have given a huge task for Monday session. By Monday session, please complete the practice sessions for all this.
Sujit, 1 second. Can you go to that previous code? We don't want that all the products. We want that particular, and it is not first product and not last product. We wanted to get the middle of the some product, third or fourth.
We can write, see, we can write a number of filters. I'm not intended to that. Okay, the code can be written in multiple ways. Okay, just like that requirement, if you tell, we cannot write the answers for that. Correct? We need to think and write about it. Their data view expression language is a very vast subject. Okay, understood, Krishna?
We'll do the practice. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We'll practice
So
myself.
we can customize that. Okay, that's what I said. Please take my data view expression course, data view expression in-depth course. Okay, answers you will be getting on your own. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions? No? Yes? Stopping the